Okay, so you guys want to know what it's like going with a smaller internet, so like internet service provider? I'll tell you what it's like. All right, it's kind of like, all right. So for my situation, you know my situation really well. With me keeping this diary, that all I really need is a Mazda 3 or a Ford Fusion, right? Ford Fusion, maybe even Ford Focus. So that's really all I need. Or like a Honda, what is it, Toyota Corolla or a Honda Civic. That's really all I need. But so this internet package actually, these sort of like smaller resellers, they really are like that. A Mazda 3. You know, with those types of small cars though, the driving is very stiff. So a lot of old people, even if they're living on their own or they're empty nesters, they still prefer the sedan. So like, you know, my mom and dad, I can't get them. Like, you know how people are always trying to save, uh, cut the try to get their bills smaller. I still can't get them off the the cable service, internet and stuff like that. They're perfectly happy with it. And you know what they get? It's kind of like driving a sedan, right? Toyota Camry or Ford Taurus, right? So I guess once you graduate to the bigger sedan, there's no going back. But at my stage in the game, I haven't graduated to that sedan yet. You know what you need to graduate to that sedan? You need kids and a wife. I'm still single, so I'm sort of like driving around in a Mazda 3, and that's how I would describe this type of service. It's a lot. It's more sporty. It's more sporty, but it's a lot less cushy. And the I guess the amenities or the features are a lot more bare bones. So a lot of things I had to figure out on my own, like adding aftermarket stuff like Roku and all sorts of like other stuff that I want to do. That's how I would describe it. But you know, a lot of people once you graduate, like if you have a big family, there's no way you drive around in Mazda 3. You have to buy like a Ford Taurus, right? You know, Ford and Mazda are very close, very close. Um, and after even when you're retired, the kids leave the house, you can't go back to a Mazda 3. You just keep driving the Ford Taurus. So so this type of internet plan is kind of like in my situation, still trying to squeeze out some extra mileage on a Mazda 3 class. Mazda 3 class, Jetty, I guess. Mazda 3 class, like cruiser or something like that. Not quite a aircraft carrier. So reading this book by this former Navy captain, so I'm all into like talking like that. This sort of like bare bones internet package, which is perfectly fine because if you can imagine what Mazda 3 or Ford Focus is like, it's perfectly fine. But it's not as cushy as a Toyota Camry or Ford Taurus. It's more like a little Spitfire than a missile cruiser. I don't know, but I'm perfectly happy with it. So I think if you're living with your mom and dad, there's no way you can convince them to go down. But if you're living by yourself, you should certainly try it. Because what are you doing driving around in a Toyota Camry when you're single? You should be driving around in a Mazda 3. See you guys later. Bye bye.